This episode of the Golf Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is presented to you by our Patreon. Score exclusive perks, content, and contests, including our NFL wins contest with a $1,000 prize. Join today at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Patreon. All right, DJs, welcome back. It's your boy, Boston Capper. I got a very special guest, Stephie Smalls, for the Wyndham Championship Best Bet Show. Stephie, how are you? Just got off the golf course?
Did. Yeah, fresh off the course, ready to talk to you. This is long overdue. I'm excited. Talk a little Wyndham.
You were supposed to come on a while ago when you broke your hand.
I did.
Last year.
On the golf course.
So was it a temper tantrum is how you broke your hand? Is that how?
No, it's so stupid. I was racing someone back to the golf cart and I fell, but I landed directly onto my hand. I still can't make a fist fully. It's a whole thing.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So, all right. So I think, I don't remember how we hooked up on Twitter. I think Nagel's Bagels tagged me in something for a first round leader. Because when you got into golf, during the pandemic or right after the pandemic? Is that right?
It was last year. I feel it was really when I
after the pandemic, you went full force, got the bug.
I got the bug bad. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you're on the golf course at least, twice a week, it seems like?
Yeah. This league has been fun. I feel like that got me more into it too. So it's once a week. It's very nice. Bunch of the people in town, and it's a good time.
Nice.
Some older women that don't really appreciate some of the younger group of us, but it's still fun.
Is it you cutthroat gamble out there, or is it everybody plays nice?
Everyone plays pretty nice, yeah.
That's nice, I guess.
Some, yeah.
Yes, I guess. So what got you into golf gambling? Obviously you're a degenerate because you're a best ball maniac. You're a football degenerate. So what got you into golf? What pushed you into this weird space?
Honestly, I randomly joined a season-long fantasy team for golf. I absolutely destroyed the league that year, not really knowing that much. Remember it was last year when Hoagie, Neiman, Scheffler won in a row.
Yes.
Those were my first outrights I ever played for those three. But then obviously that's not sustainable. So I hit a couple more, but then obviously have not had a great year this year, but I haven't had a horrible year. No. But that, you hitting three in a row and then you kind of get.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah. That's three in a row. I don't think I've ever done three in a row. I've done back-to-back weeks and it's I'm about to go on the coldest spell ever. You just know that you're not going to hit another one.
Yeah, and all three of them were on my season long, so it was just an entirely electric experience. I had all three of them. The league was so pissed at me by the end because I drafted Scotty, and he kept winning and winning. They're there's no chances girls coming back into this league.
Nope, you got limited like in a book. That was it. No more.
Yeah, they had enough out of me. It was after a week, they're I don't know about this. We shouldn't even let you keep Scotty, which he didn't even end up really panning out for me that well this year. He helped me with a lot of two-mans, but didn't end up winning as much as I would have hoped.
Yeah, he was had to bet this year. This week's funny because it's the first week I can remember that there's not two guys sub 10-1. I mean, we finally there's nobody even in the teens. I opened them odds on Monday and I was oh, this is what I used to love. I missed you. I missed you, odds board.
This is great. No Rob, no Scotty, some decent numbers. It's not 18-1 on some of these weak guys. Yeah, it's much nicer, much kinder.
It is nicer. But the problem is we were talking off it's burnout season in golf. It's all right, we're moving. We're done. Football's coming up. Everything's football material. I mean, I just did a football preview, and everybody's just thinking about football. I mean, shit. That's what I'm doing. I listen to sports radio, checking out the Patriots. What the beat writers saying. How bad is my team going to be this year? So I have a different feeling than you do. I'm sure you're excited about your team. I have doom and gloom for my team.
I still think you guys are going to be fine. I think everyone's going to be
we're not.
I am definitely a little bit worried about the Mac Jones plan over there. But your defense should be fine. So that's something to look for.
Our defense is a paper tiger. Anytime we went up against any decent quarterback, they dumped more than 28 points on us every single time.
I am a little bit stressed. I won't lie for you. I am. Yeah. Maybe I did lie to you.
But you nothing but sunshine and roses out of your guys. Camp.
Yeah, I did too many years with Gettleman to get too excited. I want to get excited. Everything is very exciting. I think I tweeted earlier. This is the first time that I can remember in years that positive reports are coming out of camp. Like that it has been a very long time since people have tweeted that they don't look like a disaster at camp. So I'm definitely excited. Hyatt's picking up a lot of steam, but obviously I know better than to get too excited. But there's definitely a lot to like. It's, they're in a tough division. So they are in a weak conference though. So we'll see how it goes.
But still, I mean, does it like how superstitious are you? Because I know if there was nothing but bad news for 10, 15 years coming out of camp, and all of a sudden it's good news, I'm like, we're doomed. Like, this is the worst. Like, there's no way this is correct.
Yeah, I know. And I think Dable and Shane, at least, they seem like they're trending in the right direction and making like changes that we haven't seen that made a lot of sense. I think you even saw that, with Saquon and making the decision to not like pay him millions of dollars, because if Gettleman was still around, he probably would have already paid him like $25 million a year. So
with a 5-year extension,
we're in some better, like, smart decision-making spot.
Yeah. So the normal co-host that's not on here with me, Steve, he's a huge Giants fan, and so I hear all the lamenting and all the Gettleman, and I was mocking him about Joe Judge, and then Joe Judge came to my team, and it was karma, and I was like, oh no, this is going to be the worst. It was absolutely karma.
Yeah. I think
it's 100% my fault.
I think we do.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, you guys should smoke us because
maybe you say that now. You say that now. I don't know.
I predicted my team to go 5-12. I have zero faith in them. I absolutely did.
It's still the Patriots. I don't know about that.
Why do people say that? Why?
I think because we're so used to it being such like a dynasty, and I know we beat you at the Super Bowl, but that's
it was a great 20-year run, right? Like, I can't complain. Now I complain. People don't want to hear me complain, but I don't care.
The way it's turning a little bit, it kind of happens. Yeah. I think there's just like a new group of these teams where, I don't know, I still think the Giants are I wouldn't say pretty far away. I still think they're a couple years away from being like a very dominant team. So I think everyone gets as excited as they want. That defense still has a lot of holes in it. Like, there's still, and the lack of depth on the O-line concerns me. And, the wide receivers are still, there's a lot of slot receivers, a lot of guys over there, but
slot receivers.
There's not a lot like
Sterling Shepard's back.
I know, that makes me so happy. I love him so much. But there's not like, they're all guys where a lot of teams, they wouldn't even see the field. So it's nice that they do get to, play for us. But I hope Daniel Jones has a good year, because I can't do another year on Twitter if he doesn't do well.
Yeah, that's the night. I don't know how you do it. I like scroll on Twitter most of the time. I don't even like engage or
I stopped for a while. I don't really engage. Well, my new thing is I like bookmark tweets to go back to at the end of the year, so that I could just like deal with it once I know I'm right, kind of thing. So I did it last year and people were so bad, but whatever.
I like that.
Don't respond.
I might steal that.
You should do it. It's so fun. I literally have a folder that says 2023 receipts, and then once we get to the playoffs, I just rip people apart.
I think that's a fucking brilliant idea. I'm definitely.
I recommend it.
I got to figure out how to bookmark it.
It's somewhere down there next to the like. It's pretty simple.
It's all different now. But yeah, so football season's coming up, but we still have the Wyndham. So before we start breaking down the board, I got to talk to you guys about the Patreon. Sports Gambling Patreon is perfect for the diehard DJ. You sign up for the Patreon to get access to exclusive contests, including the NFL win totals contest with $1,000 first place prize, plus a monthly SGP Stories podcast and an ad-free, uncensored show highlighting the best stories from decades of being DJs. There's even a Discord channel just for the patrons. The Sports Gambling Podcast has always and will always give out their picks for free. The Patreon's a great way to support the network and fight back against corporate gambling. SportsGamblingPodcast.com/Patreon. That's SportsGamblingPodcast.com/Patreon. Yeah, so if anybody signs up, I think they're going to release the worst podcast ever recorded, which was me and another Bostonian screaming at each other at like fucking 2:30 in the morning Eastern time, both 3 sheets into the wind. Super heavy accents, drunk. No one could understand anything. Sean and Ryan couldn't stop it. It was a nightmare. So they're gonna do they released that one.
I love it.
That was forever ago. I feel like that was like at least 7 or 8 years ago.
That's awesome.
Okay, let's bring these 2 idiots on at 3:00 in the morning and see what happens.
Yeah, the last thing you want is me on a podcast at that hour. So I've made that mistake before. It's not for me.
Yeah, me too. I'll do it on this one every once in a while. Like on a Sunday preview show, I might be at the beach all day and doing something. I'll show up a little tipsy and keep having drinks. And I'm like,
it's a good
we
time.
listen to that one. Don't remember anything Steve said.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, I just came off the golf course. Yeah. When I first started out, I was still like, I was still in med school, do my thing.
Oh, that's right. You were going to be a fucking doctor.
I was just like getting drunk and going on podcasts for fun. Like it was like a literal hobby. And then it turned into something else. So I respect the drunk podcasting vibe.
Yeah, absolutely. It counts the nerves too. Like if you're not used to it and you've never done it before, like I'm in sales, right? Like I'm in sales for a very long time. So I'm used to talking to people, but it's different talking on a microphone for whatever reason. I got to stand up in front of a group of people and give a presentation or whatever, but like the first time on a microphone is definitely weird. 100%. Totally. It's definitely strange.
For sure.
So hold on. So we're going to stop and ask. I'm sure you've answered this, and I'm sure I've seen you answer it on Twitter. What made you leave med school?
I just like didn't realize that. Well, it was weird timing with everything. Like COVID hit, I had to move back home because campus shut down, and I re-downloaded Twitter and was just like being the most obnoxious Giants fan you have ever seen, and I just started like picking up steam and didn't realize that you could actually monetize. So then one thing led to another. I was like, I'm going to take this semester off, and I was happy. So it's whatever.
Sweet. No, listen, my sister-in-law dropped out of med school. She didn't start doing sports gambling podcast, but it was still like, everybody's like, why'd you drop out of med school? It's like, hey, listen, man, fuck it. It's not the be all end all. You know?
No,
I'm sure you enjoyed the break too. I'm sure you broke your ass your entire life and like finally got to breathe.
Yeah, it was awful. I mean, and for a while, it was like I was enjoying this type of stuff so much that I was just like, I was actually so psychotic when I was doing. I was like not sleeping at all. I was doing like podcasting at night, like being a student during the day while still like, I don't know how I kept up with it. So it just got to be too much. I was like, I am half-assing everything I'm doing right now. I need to like pick one thing or the other.
That's it. You do. You can't be all in on two things. It's impossible.
No.
Absolutely impossible. All right. Well, let's break that. Listen, we said nobody's excited, but you can still make money betting this. And this is a tournament where long shots have won. Like I said, we finally have some decent odds. What's your process on a course like this, where we know we have a ton of course history? It's typically pretty fucking sticky here. What do you weigh the most? Do you weigh more course history, recent form, mixture of both?
I feel like I do weigh recent form in general more than a lot of people. I think driving accuracy was really big for me here, being able to hit those fairways, and definitely put a lot of emphasis on putting as well. Short iron approach, pretty standard. I feel like the course history is kind of just a bonus. I try not to weigh too like heavily into it because I think I can get sidetracked very easily when you go that way, especially at a course like this. So pretty basic, nothing. I didn't get too crazy with anything this week, I feel like.
Yeah, this is the old reliable. Everybody knows what this course plays like. It's everything you said: driving accuracy, short irons, who's going to putt the best. This was the Webb Simpson Open forever, but he has fallen off a cliff, so it is no longer the Webb Simpson Open. He named his kid Wyndham, for Christ's sake. That's how much he loved this golf course. I mean, that is next level.
That is over the top. That is that's something.
Yeah.
That feels like a red flag. I feel like that's a little weird.
Well, what's crazy is I mean, he's fucking younger than I am. I'm 39. Oh shit, I'm turning 40 tomorrow. And he's 37, and he's already like sending his caddy off to somebody else, and like, dude, you're still far away from the senior tour, man. Like, what are you doing? Like,
he's like ready to go. He's like, I already have a kid named after a tournament. I'm out. I'm good now.
I mean, it used to be the biggest thing in DFS. Like, do you fade the 40 to 50% Wyndham, or do you just eat the chalk and have it? And like every year, it was like, no, it should have ate the fucking chalk.
Yeah.
And then I think it was last year he finally fucking like withdrew. But yeah, so I mean, who do you like up on the top of the board? If anybody,
I feel like at this course, I didn't want to get burnt too much. I don't hate Decky completely, but kind of stayed away from him. I didn't get there with a lot of people. I like Siwoo Kim. I think if we're looking towards the top is where I went. I hate this, but I fell into the McCarthy trap a little bit here this week. Sanjay I'm playing in DFS a lot of, but as far as betting, I kind of stayed away somewhat from the top of the board.
Yeah, so I was doing the same thing. I was basically looking between Siwoo and Denny, and I was just cursing Denny at the Open. He ruined all my 66s, and I never fucking play Denny ever, like ever. It was the first time I was texting Bear off. I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. I never play him, and he is ruining all my lineups.
Yeah.
But I mean, shit, you look at the board, you look at the recent form. So I'm like you, like I really put a lot into recent form because I feel like golf is, listen, when you feel it, when you're feeling it, and it's right there to get it. And so you couple that with like good course history here, it's a good number at 25. Like it's a good number. I'm fine with Denny. I like Siwoo just because I always play Siwoo. He's won here. It's a ride though. Like I never top 10, top 20 Siwoo. It's always outrights, and that's it because like he is prone to ejection quickly. Yeah, so I'm fine with that. I'm fine with Decky too. I don't think I'd bet him.
Every time I bet him, he just hurt. Like my feelings get hurt.
It's like they're top 25, top 30. Like he's just, I don't know. He's not exciting. Like he's just not an exciting golfer. This is a golf course that should fit him though, because what's been hurting him is he's lost that distance off the tee.
Yeah,
and he's still a great. I mean, if you look at like iron players at the top of this board, he's still the best. But this between him and Siwoo on who the best iron players. So
I struggle with him. I just think I don't trust him to put like 4 good rounds of golf together is my problem. Agreed. It's like he comes out hot at least 1 to 2 days, and then it's just a disaster the other 2. I feel like at least this season especially, it just doesn't seem like he's putting it all together every single day. But I think people keep betting him because they're watching him on Thursday or Friday play really well. And then all of a sudden you go to look for Decky and he's fucking T50. Like it's there's no in between, it feels like, with him.
Oh yeah. No, that'll happen to me with all types of golf. Because I probably watch my most golf on Thursday and Fridays.
Yeah.
And like Saturday's usually busy. I'm doing shit. Sunday, like I'm all right. I'm like following on my phone. And then like I'll watch like the end, and I'll be like, wait, where the fuck did
there's nothing.
Scrolling down. Oh no, where did he go? I just went to Publix for like an hour and a half. Where did my golfer go?
What did you do?
He's gone. Oh, fucking doubled 6. He's toast. Shit. But yeah, I think I'm with you on the top of the board. I'm definitely on Siwoo. And then Denny. Whatever. I'll take the fucking cheese. Like, I don't know. I think it would be funny too, just for him to win and make Zach Johnson's job even more difficult for trying to figure out the Ryder Cup team. So I'm all for that and the drama and watching
stress him out. Yeah, for sure.
Golf Twitter just lose their shit.
Golf Twitter.
There's nothing.
Golf Twitter cannot contain themselves with the Ryder Cup right now. It's all they can talk about.
They can't. So like, listen, I mean, I'm kind of with it because it's like this is the only thing to look forward to at this point. Because I don't give a shit about the FedEx Cup. It's not a real thing. Like I don't care at all about FedEx Cups. So like, and if Keegan makes the team, I'll be rooting for the US. I'll be rooting for the US anyway. But I really think the money is live on Euro. I really do.
I'm with you. Yeah, I agree. I don't know if I'll get myself to do it, but I lean that way as well. And I don't know even who they decide to add that would even turn my head that much. I don't know that is even a possibility. So
that's the thing. And you look at, we have the US hasn't won in Europe since 1993.
Yes. Which is crazy because I was born in 93 and I turned 30 in 2 weeks. So,
I was 10. Yep. So since I was definitely not watching golf at 10 or even knew of golf at 10 years old. So all right. Well, listen, before we break down the rest of the board, we'll do one more pay the light bill. We're brought to you guys by Underdog Fantasy. The NFL season is right around the corner. Underdog Pick'em is a great way to get down on a ton of NFL player props and is available in a ton of markets, plus plenty of opportunities to win with their daily MLB contests. And of course, make sure to take place and enter in the Best Ball Mania 4, where first place gets $3 million. Head over to UnderdogFantasy.com. Use promo code SGPN for 100% bonus up to $100. That's UnderdogFantasy.com. Promo code SGPN. Is that where you do all your crazy best ball shit at?
Where, out of Underdog?
Yeah.
I can't fucking do it where I live now. It's so annoying. I am in Michigan now, so I cannot do it out of there. But I found that the people on DraftKings are not super sharp, and I did pretty well last year.
All right.
At least around this time, people start jumping in. But if you do them pretty early, you can kind of get around some of these guys. So
some of the sharks.
Yeah, some of the sharks. So I wish I could do underdog. It's fun.
Yeah, it's a good spot.
Yeah,
good spot. So I know so many people like best ball. I tried it. I just can't, like, with much golf shit is that I have to focus my attention on. Like, I can't fucking do both. Like, last year in fantasy, like, I was in fantasy football, I was dying. I had a bunch of high stakes leagues and started out well, and then just kind of petered off. And I was like, God damn it! I was like, why did I dump all this money into fucking fantasy football?
That's the
I know I'm not prepping the research and doing everything I do for golf.
Right. You get halfway through the season, you're like, I just want to watch football.
Exactly.
It's involved.
Exactly. All right. Who do you like in the middle of the board? There's a shit ton of good guys around here. But I mean, some of these numbers get silly. Like Alex Smalley caught a bunch of steam. I think he went from like 70 to like 40, which, listen, good course history, good form. The JT question, what number is the number? It's still not low enough for me. Not even close. I
mean, I think I can't believe people continue to bet him week after week. Like, he just fucking sucks right now.
Yes, he
like
does.
Even 40 to 1, like I can't get there. Like, there's a 0% chance I can get there with him. I feel like I've been betting a lot of Scott all season. I also cannot. I'm kind of not leaning that way.
The thing with Adam Scott. The thing with Adam Scott is he's on record saying, like, fucking 6 events matter. And I'm like, well, what the hell, man? Like I can't bet you anymore unless we're at an event that you think matters. Like, so that to me, I think it came out last year, and I was able to, like, wean off, like, methadone style from Adam Scott this year. So that was it.
I probably should have done that. I wish I saw that quote. I must have missed that one at some point there. A little higher, actually. Still, I didn't realize that number Shane Lowry was 35 to 1. Listen. I'm not a Shane Lowry person at all by any means. Okay. My model kind of liked him this week. It's the first time I've seen his name even pop up. I'm considering sprinkling it, but if I do, I know I'm never betting him again is the thing. So I don't know about that. It might be one of those things where I completely shun him. Cam Davis, kind of. Chris Kirk, too, was another one that kept popping up for me. I don't know if I can get there, though.
I can't get there on Kirk. It's like, I don't know if he's back on the sauce or what, but like since he won, he hasn't done much. I'm a big Shane Lowry guy. I had him at the Heritage when he chipped it into the fucking water and lost it. I had him at the Honda when the rain came out and Straka came and stole it. Like, I love Lowry. I think I like him a lot as a top 20. His putter is just so fucking bad.
And that's the thing.
He's turning around a little bit. I can't get there at 35 to 1 on him. Like, I like him as a top 20, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, his top 10's not horrible. He needs a good finish too to make the playoffs. I kind of like the top 10 plus 400 for him. I like that. But again, I feel more comfortable with the top 20 just because I know that putter can get just atrocious at any point.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than having like a top 10 and he's ends up at 12 or 13. Like, give me those extra 10 spots for whatever.
Exactly.
So I used to only bet outrights, first round leaders, and matchups, and Steve got me into the fucking goddamn top 10s and 20s and shit.
I like the placements though. I feel like they're not, especially this time.
I like them now too. I know. Yeah. Listen, thank Christ I have them because it's like the only thing buoying my shitty fucking outright picks.
Yeah. Right. Thank God for Shez Reavy this year because I bet him like he had all those top 40s. I bet him every single week. Like, and I was like, thank God for him because he saved my butt some weeks to break even.
Hell yeah, man. Dude, it's a great, like, there's nothing better than being like, I'm gonna lose everything. Oh, sweet, I broke even on a fucking Sunday. Yeah. Like, it's, and the thing that sucks about coming into NFL season is then we have the Sunday night game to chase whatever we either won, we'll just bet on the standalone game, or I lost this much in golf. Let's go ahead and take a deep dive on this standalone game and bet even more on Sunday night.
Exactly. I am very excited for it, though. I will not lie. I cannot wait to be an absolute idiot.
Do you do the flash drafts on DraftKings?
Oh, yeah. They're very fun.
Oh my God, it's like crack cocaine.
It's so bad. It's really bad. I feel bad for anyone that doesn't know about them and just heard about them because they are addicting. I will just rip through them. And the way they show you how many people are in them, like I'm like, I'll do $100 entry. It's fine.
Exactly. I'm like, how do I have $400 on the third fucking quarter? I don't remember which team am I rooting for? Shit, who's on what? Where's my stack?
You don't even know who you're rooting for at some point.
No, usually I've realized you don't even pay attention to it until like the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, 100%.
Like last minute, like you check it every once in a while, but you can't because the one pass just completely flips out.
You're basically going back in to get into the next quarter.
Correct. That's 100% correct. Yes. So I don't think I'm fine with it. I like Lowry's 4-1 at top 10. That's pretty good.
Oh,
I'm out on Scott. Definitely out on JT. What do you think about everybody's new favorite toy? Ludwig. That number's pretty short for a guy who's what is his fourth, fifth stat.
Here's my thing is people are really not gonna like this take. Fuck. I just think that his number seems pretty ridiculous for when you can get like a guy like Bennett all the way down there. When I think that Bennett has been having like similar six, like I don't know that you can really.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
Can you rationalize that they have that difference in their odds? I don't feel that way. I see maybe the fit, but somewhat, but I don't know. I just think that his odds compared to some of these other guys,
yeah, it's silly. You can stupid. It's ridiculous. It's because the books know they're gonna get fucking money on it, and like he's everybody's shiny new toy. That's the big thing. He's everybody's shiny new toy. The number is he's literally the same price as Adam Scott, who is a fucking major winner.
Right, exactly.
Like, and Chris Kirk has won in the last season. Cam Davis, is all around it. Yeager has been performing. He's like, that's not a guy who I'll bet. But like, yeah, the number is silly. Like the number's silly, and if I miss him, I miss him. Like I can't wait I'm gonna bet him on matchups. If he makes the Ryder Cup team, like I'll definitely be betting on him there. But the numbers,
it's probably better for him if he holds off to get that win till. Yeah, what Sam Bennett is 250-1 compared to I don't know. Like I don't know that there's. Should I really? It feels irresponsible actually to be betting him there when I could take. I get it, but I think it's probably in his best interest to not win because we've seen guys do this where they get hot, right away, and then they kind of fall off a little bit there. So I think he's going to have a lot of success in the.
Oh yeah, I think so too. Like I think I'm for like a first round leader bet because you'll see he has these rounds. He has these 63, 62 rounds in him.
Oh yeah,
he goes out and shoots like a 74. So it's like, all right, well he's just a young guy. Like he's super young.
He's just a little bit.
Yeah. So I like that. The guy in the 40s who I like is Rye.
I like Rye a lot. I was going to mention him.
Yeah, he's just a fairway hitting machine. He's good with the short irons. I don't know, man. I feel like I'll probably end up betting him, but he's a guy who I've definitely lost money on and has burnt me in DFS. So I got some scar tissue with him. But I like Rye, I think in this range for me.
Yeah, I like him first round leader too. He also is he feels so close to that like tour win that he's every time that he has odds I feel obligated to bet him. He's also statistically basically playing his best golf that he's played.
He's in good form.
He's playing it really, and he's just consistently gaining strokes off the tee, and I feel like it's going to benefit him here very well.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I like that a lot. You said Hadwin, huh? So you like Hadwin out of the Canucks?
I don't want to like him. This is what I hate. I don't want to like him. But I do.
I don't like him then.
He feels very like everyone likes him this week, and I hate that. I don't like when everyone is on him. He was like 6th in my model, which makes sense because I look at recent form. So, and he's in very good form. I don't know.
What's his course history here? I think it's pretty decent.
Yeah, I think it's I think his career best here is like T11 maybe. But
he top 10 in 2021.
Okay. All right. Yeah. He's also pretty comfortable on like the Bermuda greens. It's got solid iron play. His driving accuracy is pretty good too. So he fares well for this course is the thing.
Listen, I like him better than the guys' numbers around him, or especially in DFS and Taylor Moore and Gary fucking Woodland. Like, no thanks.
Yeah, no, that's a big pass for me. There's a 0% chance, but yeah, no.
Yeah, I tagged him in a matchup. I got Smalley over Woodland.
Oh,
this is the only one they had available to me. Yeah, but anything with Woodland that I was taking because that guy, I'm done. Like I've been done for a couple months, but yeah, I'm just like picking on him.
Yeah. He's someone, I think I blacklisted him a while ago. Once my feelings get hurt, I'm out. It's just, there's no.
So you got to get better about that, especially in golf, because I used to be the same fucking way, and I would miss out on guys. And the only reason I hit Siwoo at 80 to 1, whenever he hit is because Steve bullied me into it because I was always riding Siwoo, and I was like, no, I'm done. Like he's burned me. So he's like, dude, if I hit him and you don't, you're gonna fuck. So livid. I was like, all right, that's fine. That makes sense. All right. Yeah. So I went back in. So I try to be a little better.
Ricky this year, for sure. I definitely was not amused with. And then finally I was like, okay, maybe we'll get back to placements with him. We'll go easy. But then of course he wins that week. And I'm like, fucking A. I was so mad.
Yeah, so when Narrative Street hits, I get irritated because I refuse to bet. Like when Fitz won the fucking Open or the U.S. Open, I was fucking mad. I was like, oh, because he won here as an amateur, he's gonna win. Yeah, he did. He's gonna win. So Ricky's gonna win because he's a great form and it's a sponsor. He did. Yep, of course. Sometimes golf betting isn't that hard, and you just gotta stop.
Right, you make the narrative crowd too happy, and it's just no. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, same.
Not a fan.
All right, who do you like for longer shots?
Let's see. Who do I got on here? I am going to keep riding with my Shez Reavie. He's stunned me well.
Okay.
I'm just a big fan of him. I also, if you want to not go as hot on him, I think that top 30 plus 230 is pretty nice.
Oh, that's a good number.
He's continued to just, he has 8 top 40s over his last 12 starts. Yeah. He's also another guy who his strengths play well at these short positional courses. He's just playing solid fucking golf is the thing. Shez is just playing good. Yeah. I think he's had 2 top 10s here maybe, but he's just been playing well. So I'm okay with sprinkling there at 125 to 1. Who else?
Like it.
So
I got a guy right. So while you're looking for your next one, I got a guy right next to him in Chesson Hadley who has good course history here.
Okay.
Listen, he's in decent enough form for 125 to 1 for a guy with really good course history. 2 top 20. All right, fine. So 2 top 30s in his last 4 with a miscut and a T. 33 in there. So it's not terrible. He's not great off the tee, but I feel like he can obviously hit the fairways here. I don't know if he clubs down or what, but his short irons are fine, and he's 125 to 1. Like whatever. Like it's 125 to 1. I love when people will shit on your 125 to 1 picks. I'm like, it's 125 to 1. He's not supposed to win.
That's the whole point. That's why we're doing it here.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that. Maybe I'll jump on that with you. I'm gonna do it another week. Even though I'm not excited about, I don't feel good about this, and I don't really recommend anyone do this, to be completely honest. But he continues to impress me. But CT Pan 200 to 1 is another one. I just like him. I don't really care. He's
200 to 1. Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's been playing well. What did he even? Yeah. How did he end up playing? I think he had 2 really good rounds last week too. I'm surprised. His odds are like that, but he's another one that I find myself betting on.
Yeah, so CT Pan is a DFS guy that I always fucking end up playing. So yeah, I mean, right. So he had a good T5 at the Byron, T3 at RBC, and then cut, and then 70th. But I mean, it's CT Pan. But this is the type of golf course that if you like, you know what I mean? If you like short guys who are accurate and that's it. I mean, did he win the bronze medal? Wasn't he the one who won the bronze medal?
I thought he did.
Yeah, I think he won the bronze medal. Yeah, so he's
and if he didn't, we said he did. So
yeah, exactly.
Now we're the narrative people.
That's right. No, I like it 200 to 1.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's great. And so I like Dylan Wu.
I do too.
He's a guy who I've been riding. Yeah. And so he's in good form. Little worrisome on some of the key statistics, but I mean, so the John Deere got cut out, which kind of sucks. But the Rocket, it's the same type of golf course as the Rocket. T24, T5 at the 3M, and he just plays. He's somebody who here's the problem with me. I'll get crossover with DFS and betting, and I'll fall in love with a guy who probably has no shot at winning, but I'll constantly bet him. And at 140 to 1, like why not? Like it's 140 to 1. Good. He's been in the mix. So I like Dylan.
And what is he? Is he only like what? Just shy of 7,000 in DFS? Yeah. He'll definitely find himself in there for me. Maybe a little worried off the tee with him, but I'm a big fan. I think I will. I need to jump on that too. Luckily, with these numbers, I don't know how much they're going to be moving, so you probably have a little bit more time.
Exactly. Yeah. You don't have to jump on Dylan Wu.
I'll take my time. I'll process it a little bit before we jump on there.
Exactly. It's not like the Monday morning rush. And so I live in Florida. I don't have any legal betting, so Monday mornings for me is super depressing because I just watch the odds crater until I get access to them at about like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Super fun.
Oh man. Well, I thought weren't you passing something soon, or did I make?
Yeah, we tried, and then the Seminoles came in, and my buddy runs the poker rooms down here.
So okay.
He gives me the rundown, and it's like because they like the poker rooms were even trying to get slots, and they couldn't get the slots, and.
What is the problem? They seem like the place that would just be all in.
You would think Florida would be the place.
And California. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Honestly, it's not even on brand. Like, what?
It's not. It's because the Seminoles want some crazy deal. I can't remember what deal they wanted, but it was kind of ridiculous. But they'd have like satellite posts, but everything would basically go back to the Seminoles, and the revenue cut was such a huge share, like it wouldn't be profitable for anybody else. But then the government came in and shut it down anyway. And I'm like we're Florida. Like, what are you shutting down? Like what are we doing? Like,
were you guys just like taking bath salts and eating people very
exactly?
Let's figure it out here.
We were shut down for COVID for like 3 months. Like that was it. Like, and that was pushing it. Like it was definitely the Wild West now, no question. But God forbid you place a sports bet. Jesus Christ. Or get recreational fucking trees. It's only medical marijuana down here too.
What?
Like you guys are missing out on all the tax.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
It's ridiculous.
There's so many weird things in Florida, like because there's like a crazy conservative part of Florida that that just dominates apparently politically, and it's pretty insane. But anyway,
I have a really random name for you. I don't like him as an outright unless you want to get really crazy, but I do like Zach Blair.
Okay,
top 20 plus 650.
Oh, see, I love those type of top 20 bets.
That's fun. And he's been playing pretty well. I think he was like T13 last week, and he showed up well.
I think he just got his card, didn't he? Didn't he secure his card last week with that?
And look at his fucking face. He's so likable. Like, I just like the guy. He kind of reminds me of when I was obsessed with Harry Higgs and I was betting him every fucking week. Like,
oh my God.
I like Zach Blair. I like his vibe. Like, he's in pretty good form. I have faith in him for, when we look at like fairways gains, like he rates out, he just rates out pretty well. I'm not expecting him to do much.
Dude, so the Harry Higgs thing, I got sucked into that stupid video he made, drinking the vodka on the golf cart with he did the parody of the guy doing it with doing the Fleetwood Mac song, going down on the skateboard, and he was doing it on a golf cart. I was like, oh, I love Harry Higgs. He's my guy now. And then I just constantly.
He took his shirt off, and I was like, I'm so in for a while. Like when I first started out in like the space, I was just posting pictures of his belly, like writing, like putting my odds on his chest, like editing them onto his chest. I think he's a vibe. And I kind of feel that way, a little bit different of a vibe, but I like Zach Blair. Like, I think he's pretty good at golf, misses a lot of cuts kind of in a row, and then he'll be fine. So
gets on a run.
Yeah, he'll be good. I think top 20 is doable if you want to play.
I mean, listen, he went second, 3 missed cuts, and 13th. I mean, that's plus 650 on the top 20 on that. Give me that all fucking day.
I'm all in.
So if you fell in love with Harry Higgs, you need to Google Fleetwood Mac Harry Higgs and just watch that stupid goddamn video. Do you remember the one of the guy going down the hill on the skateboard?
I don't think so.
Oh, it was viral for a minute. I don't fucking know. So many things passed during COVID.
I know. It's all a blur. Every video and like trend is all one thing now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. So those are some pretty deep shots. You got anything else?
Let's see. What else I got in here? Well, admit I'm a little behind the game here with some of my research, but who else did I have on here? Even where are you at? I know I'm going back this way. Yes. I personally am not. I'm probably staying out on him, but I see a lot of people going back to Poston. Is that something that interests you?
No. I understand why.
Yeah.
I just can't get there at that short of a number. Like I get it.
I know.
Like I just that short, and I don't understand that his profile shouldn't play well here, but he plays really well at short courses. He's won here, obviously. Yeah, I'm just not there.
Yeah, I'm not either. I don't think I can do it.
No, I can't get there.
Not after that little hiccup, which he didn't consider a hiccup, but
yeah,
last week.
A terrible stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, it's fun. Yeah, I mean, other than that, so do you bet matchups or anything like that? I know you do first round leaders.
I honestly haven't been. So I usually lately have been letting Spencer handle the matchups, but there has been a lot of value on them. I didn't get a chance to look at them this week, but did you find any good ones?
Yeah, so I only found two that I like so far because like my locals they'll randomly put new ones out. So I just kind of wait. But like I told you, I like Smalley over Gary. It's only -125. Gary's washed. Like that's it. I don't care. Like I tried to talk myself into it last year, didn't work. Swore him off this year. And then I get your boy Hadwin over Patrick Rogers.
I like that. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think I don't love the -120. I feel like it's a little more even than that. It was like -120, -110, but once again, it's a local. Yeah. I mean, Rogers, I mean, he's all right. I think Hadwin's a little steadier. Rogers to me in my brain is a better longer iron player where he's not going to come in here. His course history here isn't great. Highest finish is like a T24, I think like 5 or 6 years ago. So so I like the price, and I liked Hadwin this week, and I couldn't get there on an outright on him.
Ooh, I like this. I just found what I like, just to piss everyone off. I'll just go with my narrative here. You can get Bennett over Aberg +130. Don't hate that.
Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it.
We can piss people off with that one for sure. I don't like this. I mean, Siwoo Kim over Poston -130.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. Yeah,
he's so fucking volatile. Just bet him first round leader and outright.
Done with it.
The chips fall with it.
Yeah, but I like that one. That's not horrible there.
Yeah, plus I like getting that plus money too.
Sure.
I like that one.
Yeah, for sure.
That one, love it. Yeah. All right. You got anything else? Any other bets you want to talk about?
So I don't think so. I got to get through some more of this research here. It's probably going to be a lot of like just random bets towards the end here. You get to like Wednesday and then I just start adding shit.
Same. I do the same exact thing. Yeah. Like tonight I'll get off and I'll go do my shit, and then tomorrow I'll be messing around. Like, all right, what else do we have out there?
The card is like this long.
Yeah, exactly. I end up having 5 top 20.
Yeah,
but I'm definitely gonna follow that Blair top 20. I love that. I love the 6 to 10 to 1 fucking top 20s. Man, you hit on one of those, you make your whole fucking week.
Oh, those are the best ones. That's the thing. I would almost sometimes rather hit that than like the outright at 20 to 1. Like
exactly. Yeah, like who would have called this one?
Yeah. Most random names.
All right, Stephie, so you gotta. Yeah, exactly. There's always a rando that only you randomly found that popped on your model. He's owned 2% in DFS, and you might have heard his name 3 times, and you probably never see him swing a golf.
Exactly.
But you're like, I'm gonna bet this guy.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, Stephie, you got a brand new YouTube channel. What else do you want to promote?
Not much. Yeah, I mean that's really it. Stephie Small Show Wednesday, Friday, Sunday right now. A lot of football stuff right now. Starting to ease up on the golf, but. It's getting rolling. Excited for football to be here at last. Piss away whatever I did win this year from PGA. But I appreciate you having me on. This was great.
Yeah, it was great. Like I said, I love to finally have you on. You're supposed to come on a while ago, and then my schedules are crazy. So, but now that my boy Adam's the producer of your show, I'm sure he'll be on a little more, and vice versa. So, listen, guys, go follow Stephie if you don't follow her on Twitter. She's funny. I'm definitely stealing her bookmark shit. That sounds amazing. I cannot wait to do that. Other than that, you can find me on Twitter, Boston_Capper. Find Steve in the Discord, and next week is. Next week's the playoffs. So next week's the playoffs, 70 and under. Yay.
Yeah.
All right. See you boys next week.